Hello my paper peeps. Today it's all about tags. I will be showing you how to create some of the best and unique tags that you can add to your scrapbook journals. If you're new to my channel, my name is Christine and we are in the Sage collection. This is a compilation of videos that show you how to create and set up your scrapbook journals for the year. If you like this aesthetic or just want tips on how to style your journal, then stick around till the end of this video where I'll post more links that will show you how to jazz up that journal. Friends, before we get started, I just wanted to give you something from me. In the description box below is a free downloadable PDF on journal prompts. I thought it would be great to share some of the journal prompts that I use on a daily basis that steals me away from the busyness of life and allows me to reflect and journey in my personal growth. So go ahead, download that. Actually, you know what? Wait till the end of this video, then go ahead and download that and let's journey together. Let's get crafting.
So when it comes to making tags, I like to use a tag die like this, or even just make them myself. And today, some of the paper I'll be using is some leftover ephemera from the Sage collection pack. I'm also going to be using some of the paper that I had removed from the journal and use that as tags. Now, using a tag die is obviously very self-explanatory, but I'm going to show you how to use and cut a tag that has two sides to it or two pages to it. And then I'll show you how to actually cut the edges off so that they match. So you can see here, this is the paper that I had torn out of the journal, which I had to because we're adding a lot of tags and stamps and ephemera. So I had to remove quite a few pages from the album. So here are the die cuts that we're going to be using. Now you can see here, there's a difference in what I cut. So what I'm just going to do is just measure that one side. Looks like it's about 1/4 of an inch thicker than the other side. And the reason why that happened obviously was because I couldn't put the die directly onto the paper or else it would have cut that run edge off. So that's why there's a bit of discrepancy there. I really like this punch because it can reinforce the holes there in the tag. And I just used ephemera from the pack. But what I'm going to show you is how to use washi tape. Okay, so what you do with washi tape is it can be very tricky. You actually have to stick your thumb in between the two pages like this so that you can actually line them up, and it can be very tricky. I'll show you another technique on how to line them up as well a little later on. But here all I did was just do that. And you can stamp it after, add a little bit more embellishing to it to give it more character. And then after, I just decorated it. And I didn't fuss too much about these tags. I used the same aesthetic that I did within the scrapbook journal. Use the same stamps and just to decorate it. So this is the next tag that we're using. This is actually a piece of ephemera that came from the collection, and instead of using a craft knife to cut a slit into it, I'm using this punch here. So now I want to make this look like the other tags. Now usually people will take a pair of scissors and eyeball it. But if you've ever done this, you never get those sides looking the same. So I'm actually going to show you a technique where you will actually be able to match that right side angle with the other side. So here it is. All you have to do is grab that left side or the right side, and then just flip it over. Line it up with the other side, and there you go. It's so simple. Anyways, I hope you really like that tip. Now, I'm going to do the same thing, this whole washi tape thing, but if you ever notice, it's very difficult to line up. Very, very difficult to use that finger technique. As you can see, I'm struggling a lot. So this is how I usually do it when it's a thicker tape, is I just place the tape on the table like that, just layer one on top of the other. So easy. And there you go. Decorate as normal, as usual. Now the next tag I'm going to be doing is that one where it's 2 pages. So it's like a little booklet. This one's my favorite. What you need is to cut a hole in the middle. Here I'm going to use an oval. You could use a square, a rectangle, whatever you like. And you cut both sides. So keep them together, you cut right through both layers of the tag. Now the next thing you'll want to do is grab a piece of vellum. You'll actually need 2 pieces of vellum, one for the top sheet and one for the other side of the tag. And in this case, you'll want to cut it to the same side, if anything a little bit larger, so I just used the larger die from that collection to cut out 2 pieces of vellum. Okay, so here are your 2 pieces of vellum. Actually, I lied. This is actually not vellum. This is modeling film. That's all I had. I was looking for vellum, but all I had was this thick modeling film. It's actually from, I'll link it in the description box below, but you can really just use any plastic. And then I'm just going to adhere both to the inside of the tag here, just like that. And if you haven't seen my video on how to dry flowers, you'll have to click on the link above, or just wait till the end of this video, where I'll link the video that shows you how to dry flowers for your scrapbook journals. I really love this tag and using dried flowers in it, just because, again, it's the Sage collection. It's a botanical journey. So I thought that this would be a great tag for the album or for the journal. And I just used your double-sided tape to kind of keep things in place. You really have to try this one. This one knocks them all out of the park. Then I'm just gonna jazz it up like it did the other ones. And when it comes to adding text, I really like stickers and stuff, but I like using old books. Like in this case, I think these are Bible verses that I just place a little bit of tape on. The paper's so old, it will just easily come off of the tape. And then you get this beautiful text on your page, which is pretty cool. Now the last tag that we're going to go through is this one right here, and there's not much in the back, so I just thought I'd add some lines so that you can add more journaling. But this one's still pretty cool because instead of adding ribbon or washi tape or anything like that, I'm going to use what I always use on everything else in my crafting. I use a wax seal as my tag, I don't know what you call that, my tag topper, I guess. Someone tell me what that is. Like, I don't know, whenever you put a ribbon through the top of a tag, I call it a tag topper. Anyways, now let's put all these tags in the journal. If you're wondering how I made this tag, there's actually a link at the end of this video on how to make this paperclip tag, so go ahead and check that out. What I did here was I actually left some pages blank so that I could tape them together and use it as a pocket to put tags in, like the ones I just made. All I do is I just line them up, and wherever the longest one ends, I will tape it right there. And I'll just use double-sided tape to put that all together. I really hope you liked this video. Again, go to the description box below, download that journal prompt, and let's stay connected that way. And if you're wondering how I made this wax seal, make sure you watch this next video along with the other videos that go through all the stamping formulas that I was talking about. So click on any one of these videos and we'll see you there. Bye.